Good morning. Welcome to Monday Moments with Fran. Growing up, in our family, we had a black box. And if one of my parents said, oh, go and put this in the black box, you knew it was a really important document. So in the black box, we had our passports and birth certificates and really important documentation because it had to be kept safe. And we wanted to differentiate it from regular paperwork and regular letters by putting it in the black box because it was significant. It had to be known exactly where it was. And in our lives, we can have significant things that happen, or what I'm calling defining moments. And we store them in a part of our brain or a part of our memory because it was a defining moment. And we need to be able to have easy access and know exactly where it is. And when we have positive and life-giving defining moments, it's amazing. You know, the first time somebody realizes that they can do a new skill or that they've encountered something for the first time and it's a really positive feeling, that's a defining moment. But on the flip side, we can also have defining moments based on negative experiences, based on people's opinions, based on circumstances, and based on issues that can really define us, and it's not a positive thing. I was teaching over the weekend and I was saying to the group that don't be defined by the opinions of one individual. If one person says something negative to you, don't let that define your entire life. Don't let that one person's opinion dictate the course of what you do or what you don't do. Everybody is going to have an opinion on you and on your life. And their opinions are based on a whole variety of things. They're based on their experiences, their understanding, their emotional health, their mental health. And so we have to be wise to ensure that we don't allow other people's opinions when they are negative and when they are not true to form become our defining moments. Or else that black box then gets stored up with so many things and it doesn't become a life-giving resource. It becomes a bit of a burden. And the older you get and the more you experience life, you're going to come across moments that can define you. And if they're consistently negative and we consistently receive them, we're then walking around with this overwhelming weight and it's not life-giving. So the encouragement this week is consider, reflect on some of these defining moments and where they've been negative, where they've come from people who actually have no value or place in your life. Perhaps it's time to reevaluate them because you have a purpose in this world. You have something to give back. You have people who need to hear your story, who need to learn what you have to share, who need to be supported by you. And if other people's negative opinions have caused you to become overwhelmed and burdened, then you're not going to be free to do what you've been called to do. So be encouraged and retain, keep hold of those life-giving, positive and defining moments and get rid of the rest of them. Get rid of the opinions of people when they've said that you can't do something. Sometimes people speak out of their own limitations, and because perhaps they weren't able to do something, they then feel like, well, if I couldn't do it, why on earth could they do it? And that's not the reality. So keep hold of positive defining moments, have an amazing rest of your day, and be blessed. Don't forget to encourage somebody else. Take care.